my name is Anne and I'm the head designer here at Natalie Mary Jewelry, and today I'm really excited to share with you guys our new collection Eve, which launched yesterday, and I thought that in light of that I would show you guys all of the pieces and do a little try on with you guys so you can see what they look like on, and also share with you some inspiration behind the actual collection itself. So when Natalie and I were coming up with the design inspiration for this collection, we looked at sort of 19th and 20th century modern art because we were really fascinated by the sort of abstract forms that were coming out at that time. And as we explored that a little bit deeper, we started looking more towards the human side. So we were looking at the artists themselves. And the four main stories in this collection are actually named for some of those really prolific artists from that time. And that kind of evolved then into us looking at what their inspiration was. And a lot of the time we found that it was a female muse that was inspiring their works. So that's kind of the main inspiration behind this collection, is a combination of that abstract form with that soft femininity of the female muse. And what I wanted to show you guys quickly was just some of our inspiration drawings. We always sort of have this really big book because we have really big ideas. And in this we start off with our sort of sketching. So these are our sort of initial sketches. Natalie and I have a really organic way of designing collections. We basically just start out with a blank piece of paper and a pencil, and we talk a lot about our theme and we just start to draw. And so you can see a lot of the really core shapes that ended up being included in the collection on this page. For example, you know, this is sort of reminiscent of the Dali form, and then some of the colder shapes are in here. And then this page here is usually where we refine a little bit more and we look more at sort of how many different pieces and in what styles we're going to include those shapes. So one of my personal favorite parts of designing a new collection is finding the stones to go with the designs that we can come up with. And in this case, we were immediately drawn to the dendritic agate, which we've used for the first time in this collection, just because of the painterly nature of the natural patterns within the stone. It just looks like an abstract artwork on its own. So that worked perfectly with our design concept. And then what we've done is we've included two new stones which have kind of elevated the collection above our normal sort of colour range, because we normally work with sort of paler, more muted colours. And this time, because the design elements in this collection are quite bold and strong, we wanted to pair that with an equally sort of standout colour range. So we've gone with this sort of really deep dark green of a moldavite, and then the sort of moody smoky grey colour of the smoky quartz. So with this collection, we specially designed the shapes of the stones and we've had them all custom cut. So these are the beautiful moldavite in our sort of asymmetrical hexagonal shapes. And next to them, we have the smoky quartz. And over here, I just wanted to show you these agates because you can see the variety in the pattern that comes through in the natural sort of formation of the stone. So now for a bit of fun, I thought that I would show you closely each story within the collection, and we can try some of my favorites on. So I'm going to start off with our Dali collection. This is one of my personal favorites. It features sort of an organic form with our signature wire work. So it's a really beautiful statement story. I'm going to show you guys, this is the Dali ring, which is really beautiful with the wrapping wire. Great for stacking to add texture. And then here we have the Dali earrings and the Dali bangle, which is another one of my favorites. So next up is our agate story, which features the really beautiful dendritic agate stones that we were talking about before. So let's try some pieces on. So this story is really special just because these agate stones are just so beautiful. They're all completely natural and each one is totally unique, so no two are ever going to be the same. So this is our cuff style rings. We've got this one, which is the smaller style, and then this one here, which is the larger style. And as you can see, even between these two, the colors are completely different. They're so beautiful. So in that agate, we also have this beautiful pendant, these studs, and this other ring here, which is another great stacking piece, like this. And then we also have the agates in these beautiful two cocktail rings. So these are really special occasion pieces. This is the mirror ring and the mirror with diamond, which has that beautiful champagne diamond set in the middle. So next up is our Piant story, which features some signets, which I think you guys are really gonna love. So these are our Piant earrings, which are a beautiful bold statement pair of earrings featuring the dendritic agate. They've got great articulation. I really love these ones. And then I wanted to show you our Piant signets. So we've got the Piant signet here without the stone, and then the Piant stone signet, which has the smoky quartz. And I'll pop them on for you so you can see what they look like. And I'll just quickly get rid of my fingerprints. And there they are. And so now I'm going to walk you guys through our Naum story, which has a lot of really cool pieces that I'm excited to show you. So our Naum story is really beautifully textured. We use a special technique called reticulation, which causes this rough texture on the surface of the metal. So this is the Naum charm necklace, which is one of my absolute favorites. We also have the Naum cuff rings. So the cuff ring and then the fine cuff ring. Really great to add texture to your collection. And my other favorite here is the stone version. So the Naum stone ring with the moldavite, which looks like this. So now I'm going to show you guys our Calder story, which features our signature wire work, and it's a really great everyday story. So in Calder we have our signature wire work, as I mentioned, and we're introducing these really beautiful little delicate abstract forms. I love these earrings because of the articulation. They hang really, really nicely. And then one of my other favorite pieces here is the Calder ring, which has the two interlocked shapes. And this one looks like this. So it's a really great everyday ring. And then my other favorite from this collection is the Calder chain bracelet, which has the little shapes all interconnected like that on a super fine chain. So here we have our stone collection, which features the moldavite and the smoky quartz, and we also have two brand new diamond wedding bands to show you guys. So here we have our hexagon ring with smoky quartz, like this. And then our tiny hexagon ring with moldavite. These are great for stacking, and all of the stone pieces are interchangeable, so you can get them with both the smoky quartz or the moldavite. And then we also have here our two new wedding bands. So this is the pillar ring, which looks like this, really beautiful piece, and the gala ring. And these two pieces are actually named after the wives of Joan Miro and Salvador Dali, who are two of the artists that we were inspired by. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed doing this little walkthrough of Eve with me. Natalie and I are both really, really excited to finally be able to share this with you, because we've actually been working on this collection since August of last year, so it's been a year in the making. And we're super excited, first of all, just to be able to share it with you finally, but also to see which pieces really resonate with you guys, because this is such a fresh sort of design aesthetic for us, incorporating all of those really bold shapes and abstract forms, and also introducing those new colors in the stones. So we're really curious to see what you guys love, what you want to add to your own collection of pieces. As always, everything is handmade here, just over my shoulder in our studio in Sydney, which makes it a really special, meaningful collection to be able to add to your own jewelry collection. So Eve's is now live. We launched yesterday, so you can actually jump onto the link in our bio to see the collection online. If you want to see it in person, it's in our showroom, or you can visit our stockist page on our website. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.